Hello students, the Teachers Academy welcomes you back to the recorded video lessons of Basics English Grammar course. Whenever we talk about future, we use these words such as will and be going to. So this is what today's lesson is about. We will discuss the usage of future tense. Not only that, we will also discuss past and future time clauses with before, after and when. Today we are discussing the usage of will to express future time. Let's discuss the certain cases in which will is used. First of all, will is used to make predictions, but there is no evidence. For example, perhaps it will rain. You can see the word perhaps has been used, so it is just a prediction. So the sentence is perhaps it will rain. Will is also used for unplanned actions in future. For example, I will fly to England, but I don't have a flight ticket, so I'm not sure. Similarly, I will study hard, but I'm not sure about it. So that is why we have used will. Moving on, let's discuss the usage of be going to. Expressing future time with be going to. Now, be going to is used to make predictions, but when we have an evidence. For example, look at those black clouds. It is going to rain. You can see black clouds indicate that there is an evidence. That is why we will use it is going to rain. There's another way in which be going to is used. It is also used to indicate planned actions. For example, I have got a ticket. I am going to fly to London. So you can see got a ticket is the evidence here that the actions are planned. So that is why I am going to fly to London. In this sentence, going to has been used. So you have seen some examples. Let us see what is the structure of usage of be going to. To form the future with be going to, use is MR, then going to, and then the base form of the verb. Let us see how this structure is used to form sentences. On the screen you can see that there are 4 columns. The subject, be, which indicates is MR, then the main verb, and then the remaining sentence. So let us see how be going to is used in sentences. The first example is I am going to read the storybook tomorrow. Next example, you are going to see the movie tomorrow. The last example, the girl is going to spend her vacations in Manali. So you can see that I, you and the girl are the subjects. Am, are, is are the forms of be. Read, see and spend are the main forms of verb, and the rest of them are the remaining sentences. So in this manner you will be using be going to in sentences. Now after discussing usage of will and be going to, we have come to the usage of time words in past and future. Let's start with the simple past time words. Yesterday, years, weeks, months, days, hours ago. In, which is used for past year, last, month, week and year. Let's discuss how these time words are used in sentences. For example, Charles flew to Paris in 1927. So you can see for the past year 1927 we have used in. Charles flew to Paris in 1927. Let's have a look at another example. Tom went to India yesterday. So yesterday has been used as the time word and it depicts past. Now let's discuss simple future time words. First of all, in. In is used for future year, month and week. Next is on. On is particularly used for a future day. Then next. Next can be used with month, year or name of day. Then days, months and weeks. Then this. This particular word can be used with month, week, afternoon and year. Along with that, for future, you can also use the word someday. Now let's discuss how these particular future words are used in sentences. For example, Mary will go to London in 2 weeks. I will drive to Toronto next Saturday. George will paint his house 6 days from now. So as you can see in the first example, Mary will go to London in 2 weeks. With the words 2 weeks, in has been used. In the second example, with the word Saturday, next has been used. And in the last example, with the words 6 days from now are the words which have been used. Now we are done with the usage of time words, and now we will discuss past and future time clauses with before, when and after. So, the time expression after, before and when are used to indicate when something happens in the past, present or future. Remember, each is a subordinating conjunction which introduces a dependent clause and can be used at the beginning or in the middle of a sentence. Now let's discuss past and future time clauses with after. You must remember that we have already discussed the usage of past clauses. Now we'll be discussing the usage of future also. The first sentence on the screen is, we will discuss the plans after he gives the presentation. When you look at this sentence, you will see that the time clause is in present tense. What is the time clause? The time clause which has been used is after he gives the presentation, and you can see it is in present simple. Along with that, what is the main clause? The main clause is we will discuss the plans. So it is in future tense. Furthermore, in the next example, Mary purchased a new car after she had researched all her options. So you can see that the time clause after she had researched all her options, you can see that this particular clause expresses the time. So the time clause is after she had researched all her options. It is in past tense, or you can say it is also in past perfect tense. So the main clause is Mary purchased a new car. You can see it is in simple past tense. So these were the past and future time clauses with after. Now let's discuss past and future time clauses with before. The first example is Jennifer will speak with Jack before she makes a decision. So you can see that the time clause before she makes a decision, which indicates time, is in present simple. But the main clause Jennifer will speak with Jack is in future tense. Now let's discuss the past clause with before. The example is she had already eaten before he arrived for the meeting. She had already eaten before he arrived for the meeting. You can see the time clause before he arrived for the meeting is in simple past. the main clause she had already eaten is past perfect. It can also be past simple in some cases. Now let's discuss past and future time clauses with when. You can see on the screen the first example is we will go out to lunch when he comes to visit me. You can see this is a general time which has been used. So what is the time clause? When he comes to visit me. The time clause starts with the word when. It has been used in simple present tense. In this, simple present tense has been used. So what will be the main clause? Main clause we will go out to lunch is in future. Let's discuss further. The sentences they had a great time seeing the sights when they went to New York. So you can see that the time clause when they went to New York is in past simple. So the main clause they had a great time seeing the sights is in past perfect. It can also be in simple past tense. Thanks for watching this video lesson. Now it's time for you to do the exercises. See you in the next lecture.